The German Chancellor stated that the world as Russia perceives it is unacceptable. The office of the President of Ukraine responded to this. Mikhail Podolyak, the advisor to the head of the OPU, agreed with the Chancellor. Europe has no options for the future where Putin's Russia is present. Neither business, nor economy, nor gas transit is worth the martyrdom of thousands of people at the hands of Russian soldiers and missiles and the eternal fear of barbarians, Podolyak said. Incidentally, the German politician also said during the video conference with the White House that NATO countries and their partners reached an agreement that they should not allow the Russian army to conquer Ukraine. Except for the Chancellor, the presidents of the United States, Poland, France, Romania, the prime ministers of Great Britain, Japan, and Italy, as well as other officials, including high-ranking representatives of the European Union, took part in the video conference. Dmitry Peskov, by the way, said that Russia had given Ukraine a draft document on the peace accords in understandable language. Our draft document, which has absolutely precise formulations, has been handed over to the Ukrainian side. The game is on their field, we are waiting for an answer, said a representative of the Kremlin regime. Besides, the press secretary of the Russian leader expressed his concern about the absence of intensive negotiations between Kyiv and Moscow. Mikhail Podolyak, the advisor to the head of the presidential office, commented on this statement. Ukraine introduced its proposals to its opponents within the framework of the Istanbul round. The Russian side considered the proposals and countered them with its positions. It is up to us to study, compare and make conclusions afterward, a representative of the presidential office said. Ukraine offered neutrality in exchange for security guarantees from its allies. But since then, the Russian leader has said that the peace talks have stalled. So it can continue to cultivate a desire to bring Ukraine back into Russia's sphere of influence and rid it of prejudice against the West. Since Ukraine gained independence in 1991, when the Soviet Union collapsed, it has gradually turned toward the West, both the EU and NATO. The Russian leader attempted to reverse this situation by viewing the collapse of the Soviet Union as the disintegration of historical Russia. He declared that Russians and Ukrainians are one people, denied Ukraine's centuries-long history, and viewed today's independent state only as an anti-Russian project. Ukraine has never possessed a stable tradition of true statehood, he said. His pressure on Ukraine's pro-Russian leader Viktor Yanukovych in 2013 to avoid signing an agreement with the European Union provoked the protests that eventually led to the Ukrainian president's resignation in February 2014.